Madison, Indiana. I'm walking along an old railroad track. This is a place, I'm heading to a place called the Madison Incline, which is the steepest non-cogged railroad in the country. It is no longer in operation. It's now just a hiking trail, I believe. But we're going to take a short walk here and see what we see. Here we are. This is called the Madison Incline. It's probably steeper than it looks on the video. It's not horribly steep for walking, but the woman at the Historical Society, the visitor center, told me that at the time this was built, there was not an engine powerful enough to bring a train up this, so they brought them by horse. Now, normally I would not recommend walking on a railroad track. This track has been abandoned, the rails are still in place, and it is actually open to walking. I believe the grade here was 5.6%. The reason they laid the track this way is apparently they determined that it was the straightest path between Madison and Indianapolis, and rather than add length to the track, they went straight, which resulted in this big hill. And I don't know if you can see how far it is down there. It probably doesn't show up well in the camera, but there is a lot of fill material to get this track up this high. So they did cut a cut through here. This is looking back the way I came. Again, the camera probably doesn't do justice to the grade, which is okay to walk on, but trying to pull up train cars, a little different. Apparently, this would be the reason there was the falling rock sign. I can back up here. There is still creosote soaking or leaching out of these railroad ties. You can see it on some ties, and you can definitely smell it. When they finally got an engine that was powerful enough to bring cars up the incline, you could only bring one car at a time, I believe. The engine is now currently residing in the Children's Museum in Indianapolis. Here you can see, I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, severe erosion under the track with a tie that had fallen down. And we're coming up to another cut. Falling rocks indeed. There's my foot for an indication of just how big this rock is. don't know how well you can see this. There's a little stream running right next to the railroad track. There's a cement wall here to prevent erosion, but it runs up here. Coming to the end of another cut, there's a road bridge up here. It looks very old, and but it doesn't look to be in horrible shape. It's definitely deteriorating, but and I believe we have reached the top of the incline. Track is leveled off. There's some industry up here. I'm going to walk up to this little sign that you probably can't see because of the contrast difference, and then turn back around. All right, so this is the top of the incline. I've turned back around. It's about 1 3/4 mile, and as you can see, you don't hike this for the view at the top. You hike it because it's there. I apologize again for shaky cam. This is about as much of a view as you're going to get. It's kind of hard to see. In the distance, probably doesn't show up, but in the distance there's a tree-covered hill, and I believe that is across the Ohio River in Kentucky. I did not notice these on my hike up, and I just happened to stop and look off to the side. There's a set of stairs going up into the woods. I've obviously been there a while because some of them are missing. Just one of the strange down at the foot of the incline, and there's a little trail branched off from the main trail. So I decided to take a little walk down it. I don't know how well it shows up. The river here in front of me is the Ohio River.